Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my SWTOR brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far away? This is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for all your SWTOR fun news, gadget, and updates right here, right now. My friends, 7.5 Desperate Reliance is here. It came. It's been about 24 hours since this update has landed, and I've played it, as I know many of you have, and we're going to get into my thoughts, my review, my reaction to the update. It's primarily just going to be about the story, because let's face it, for the most part, most of us really just care about the story and where it's going. And yes, we have our quibs with the Mandalorian and how it seems to be more of the legacy of the Mandalorian than actually of the legacy of the Sith. And Darth Maul and her holocron of Sahar and her brother who's really good at speaking with not moving his lips. But we'll get into that. But I wanted to say that ever since Star Wars The Old Republic was handed off to Broadsword, I've been keeping a keen eye on the updates that come out for this game, and I wanted to see where the BioWare stuff starts to fade away and where we start seeing Broadsword come into play. Now, primarily, I just see Broadsword as a place they shelved Star Wars The Old Republic. They just shelved it there, and Broadsword is what it is. And I really feel like 8.0 is where I really believe the team is going to shine completely away from the BioWare stuff and in the safe hands of Broadsword. So with 7.0, 7.1, 2, 3, and 4, a lot of the content's been kind of meh. It's okay. You know, a lot of it's been very short, and some of it has been, okay, this isn't that bad. And we're still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with Malgus. Why is he just sitting there, and what's going on right now? So we get into 7.5, right? Sahar is there. She's like, I need your help to get the holocron from Darth Maul. We're going to take it from Hedicole because Hedicole's got a chip on her shoulder and she's just causing problems for everyone. The Sith want to destroy all the things because they're like, now she's just getting into our world and we're just like, you need to stop this whatnot stuff. So we find ourselves in that situation, right? We're there, the Sith Empire, well, for me at least, the Sith Empire, because, you know, dark side, best side, Sith Empire is asking you, hey, what do you know? What's going on? Where is Shay? What's this stuff? Because this stupid war is bleeding over into our territories, and if we don't do something, or at least you guys don't start doing something, we're just going to lay waste to all the things. To which I kind of want to sit back and wish there was an option to go like, just burn it all then, I don't care. So we're doing that. We go, we meet up with Sahar. Sahar sends us a little message going, please help me, help me. And you're like, okay. So you go and help her. You find the holocron of Darth Maul, and you just disrupt all the things, right? Sahar is finally coming out against all the boogeyman and all the Mandalorian baddies and saying, I was never on your side. Haha. That's what happened. So you're going there, you are on Mekshah, you're going all over the place, you're on Hutta, and Hutta, yes, Hutta's changed, It used to be this very yellow, greenish planet because it's polluted AF, but now it's not as, it's more like an extremely foggy day on Hutta if Hutta were England. And that's okay, the graphics are pretty awesome, and that's fine, I'm not here to poo-poo it. I'm glad they're updating stuff, but it kind of, for me at least, it's kind of missing its don't breathe the air, you're going to die charm, which is on all the travel formats and journals out there and you know, brochures. So that's what they say. Now they're going to have to redo it. You go there, you're doing all your stuff, and then you guys have to go free some prisoners because you need prisoners. You meet a dog-faced chick and an alien dude with purple eyes. And, well, depending on how that choice goes, which way you're going to go. Honestly, I was told there's going to be a decision in this game or in this update that I'm just going to be like, oh my god, this is just like Vet and Torin. Well, to me, I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I literally just guessed and went, yeah, sure, you. And the one I actually wanted to live, lived. But I honestly couldn't care less about these people because to me, they're just throwaway characters. There wasn't really much built into their story that it made me actually care. Kind of like the Hut dude. Why are you there? But you got the thing right now. Sahar's there. She's talking to her brother. Her brother is very mad, so mad that he will not move his lips or open his mouth while he talks. That is how mad he is. That's a bug we run into, right? and they get in a fight, and then you're like, well, I need to make a decision because the holocron's over here, but you're over there trying to save your brother who literally was just trying to kill you, and you're thinking, I have to make a decision. So you can either decide to say, F you, I'm just going to get the holocron and I'm out, or you can be like, I'm going to do both. I can get the holocron and then save you, or you can just like, I'm just going to save you. Well, drama things happen, right? A big ceiling part falls down, you're like, what happened? I don't know. And then you leave, you go take the thing, the ship goes boom, and everyone's like, oh my god, I hate you. Because there are some force freaking sensitive chicks, not chicks, but there's like whatever they are, that are there. You free them and they're very indignant. They don't like you. And part of me is like, well, I don't like you either. I should have just left you in this cage and hoped you all died on board the ship. But you guys get away, the ship blows up, you're like, what's going to happen with SWTOR and her brother? And then part of you is like, well, because of plot and the magic of the force and all this jazz, more than likely they'll survive. We'll see them update 7.6, 7, 8, 9, and 9.1, and 2, and 3, and 4, until someday we get to 8. That happens, right? Magically, for reasons, they have probably survived. We all know this to be true. And then, the best part, my favorite part, and also confusing part, Shay Vizsla breaks on. She's like, I've got things to do, and I'm sorry for it, but I must be doing this. And she goes, and she does the things, and she gets, and saves, and frees Darth Malgipoo. And at this point, you're like, okay, cool, because I am hashtag Team Malgus on this whole thing. Burn it all to the ground. Both sides are lying to you. Screw that. It reminds me a lot of what's going on in this world right now. But the weird thing is, Shay Vizsla and Malgus, they have a history. She frees him, which I thought looked really cool. There were actually some really cool moments in 7.5 in this update, which I really liked. She frees the guy, and he doesn't say a word. He doesn't say anything. That really confused me. And now I'm starting to wonder, was that a bug? Was Malgus actually supposed to say something in this? Or were they just going to be broodingly staring at each other while they escape? What's happening there? Why isn't Malgus saying anything? Wow, this video is really turning into a 7.5 sucks, but it doesn't. There are some pros to 7.5. 7.5 I thought was a good story. It reminded me of old school SWTOR, good Star Wars storytelling. It had a good healthy mix of Mando crap and Force stuff. And I think that's what we have been missing in this whole expansion lately. I really do. So I'm glad for that. I enjoy the story. I enjoyed the length of it. I thought it was a really good length. That's what she said. But I thought, considering some of the other updates we got, which were really, really short, and some just annoyingly long because you're just like, oh my god, what are we doing here? This is dumb. I thought it was a good length, good storytelling, good narrative. I thought the pacing of it was really good. Party on there. There were some cons to this, though. I did run into a couple bugs, one of them being that SWTOR's brother just did not want to move his mouth while speaking, which I kind of am like, where's QA on this one? Why? Who missed this? How do you miss this? Because I just stared at going like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Because I know what I'm hearing, but I know what I'm not seeing. Another thing, a bug that I ran to is the jetpack part. Now this part I thought was really cool, especially the environment you were in. You got to see all the different levels of the ship that were there that were on fire. That part was really kind of cool. I like that. It kind of reminded me of Star Trek Online, where you have to go out in one of the missions and you're out there in space in your jetpack. And the environment was very like, it was very nice. It was very good. You felt like you can interact with said environment. You couldn't go all the way down, which I was very sad about. But you went over your thing, you went over the giant hole of death, and then you got to the platform, and you had to go with the people that you saved, because that's a bonus objective. You can save people and throw them around with your force powers. You get to the door, but mine kept saying, silenced. You're silenced. Or, for us WoW players, you're in combat. You can't do jack right now. So the door wouldn't open. I was very confused. I flew back, jetpack came off. I'm like, everything's fine. Flew back again to go to the door. Nope, not fine. Logged out, logged back in, and realized, oh, the jetpack isn't coming off yet. I don't think the jetpack is actually coming off when it should. I finally got it to all work, and everything was good there. Another weird Tisky issue that I had was the storytelling in general and how they did it. We in SWTOR are used to them having vocalized voiced parts in our cutscenes for our characters and the things we are interacting with. Recently, since this expansion, especially since the move over to Broadsword, they've really been digging heavy into the KOTOR style of storytelling, where not your character, but the person you're interacting with has voice lines, but your character just stares at them like an idiot, and you have to pick which one you want. Unfortunately, SWTOR has been just doing this very randomly in the story, so you can go from a cutscene where both of your parties are talking, you're talking, and then you're into a KOTOR cutscene part. And for me, that breaks the immersion of the story. Pick one. You got this. And the other part of me is like, well, you have all these people saying stuff, but you couldn't put forth the extra money just for your character to say a couple of lines. That part really annoyed me, even though they got a brand new voice actor for the Imperial Agent line that just was announced. That part really annoyed me. Another thing I found really weird and confusing was, as you're killing all these Mandalorian things, not much loot at all drops from them. Not many credits, not junk to put in. Every once in a while you'll run into someone that does, but I feel like in games like World of Warcraft, Rift, Guild Wars, ESO, Final Fantasy, you're killing all these things and everyone's dropping some type of loot. But in this update, I really feel like did they not fill the loot boxes in there? What's going on with that? And then especially near the end, you get the big bad boss slug dude, the Hut guy, and he doesn't drop jack shit. And I thought that was really weird. It's like, how did he not drop anything? A piece of gear or a lot of credits here and there? What's going on? That was strange. I wasn't a fan of that. And I don't know, I kind of feel like, did they purposely do this? Are we missing something on this one? I don't know. So all in all, I think 7.5 was a pretty decent update compared to what we've got in the past. I really like this one because it reminded me of old SWTOR storytelling. I liked it. Yes, it had some nitpicky stuff in there, which some people like, some people don't, and that's fine. It's just nitpicky opinion on mine on how, I feel like they should really go about telling the story. But other than that, there were, outside of a couple bugs here and there, I did really enjoy doing it. I didn't feel like it was drawn out too much. I didn't feel like we were shortened too much. I thought it was a good, perfect length and a great story to go with. And it builds on, and we actually have something that builds on to the next one, which I kind of felt with the last update, we didn't really get that at all. Now with this, we also got the Basilisk thing, the Venture mode, and we also got the Spring event, or as I'm calling early summer event, because by the time, with this thing now going live, most games have already finished that months ago and are now beginning their summer events. So that's weird. But yeah, we're going to be baking pies, farming, and dancing around a maypole, so it should be fun. So those are my thoughts. That's my review. That's my reaction to 7.5. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. Make sure you hit the like button. The more likes we get, the more the algorithm likes us. And of course, make sure you hit the share button, hit that bell notification button for the times I put out videos and the rando times that I do live streams. Anyways, my friends, make sure you hit the subscribe button, become part of the family here at Boomynation, the freak show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to spay and neuter your Wookiees, and we'll see you later, my friends. Good day.